Defender attitude, city footprint. Meet the 2026 Land Rover Baby Defender, the right-sized Land Rover that still wants to get dirty on weekends. Today we'll break down design, interior tech, real off-road hardware, projected powertrains, and estimated pricing. Is this the sweet spot? Let's find out. From the front, it's classic Defender modernized. Round LED signatures set in blocky bezels, a near-vertical grille, and a real-deal silver skid that means business. The hood is flat with a subtle power bulge. Sensors are tucked neatly into the lower bumper, so you get function without visual clutter. Out back, you get bold twin light bars across the tailgate, with Land Rover spelled loud and proud. The squared bumper integrates recovery points and a chunky diffuser. It's tidy, upright, and purposeful, like a Defender 90 distilled for urban life. Inside, it's utilitarian premium, the Defender look of exposed fasteners and straight lines, but the materials are properly upscale. This cabin shows saddle brown upholstery with deep bolsters and a tough grain that should wear well. Land Rover's latest PV Pro sits on a floating touchscreen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, user profiles, and over-the-air updates. Ahead of the driver, a clean 12-inch digital cluster can throw your map full screen or show off-road gauges. Blessedly, climate is still physical, with big, knurled knobs you can spin wearing gloves. The terrain response controls live on the console beside a stubby mechanical shifter, solid and confidence-inspiring. Final US specs aren't published yet, but based on Land Rover's current toolbox and positioning, here's what makes sense. 2.4-liter Ingenium Turbo i4 with 48V MHEV, around 246 to 296 HP, and 269 to 295 pound-feet of torque through an 8-speed automatic with full-time AWD. The mild hybrid smooth start-stop and gives a little electric nudge off the line. Underneath, you're looking at a compact architecture with multi-link rear suspension tuned for both stability and articulation. Standard full-time AWD and Terrain Response 2 bring modes for auto, grass, gravel, and snow, mud ruts, sand, and rock crawl. Add all-terrain progress control, basically an off-road cruise control that meters throttle and braking while you steer. Upper trims should add a 2-speed transfer case and an active locking rear differential. If air suspension is offered, it'll bring a bump to off-road height for clearing larger obstacles. Because of the short body, the numbers look strong. Approach 30 to 34 degrees, departure 34 to 36 degrees, breakover 23 to 25 degrees, ground clearance 8.5 to 9.5 inch, and weight depth 20 to 28 inch depending on package. In plain English, this is not a cosplay crossover. Expect a complete suite: adaptive cruise with lane centering, pre-collision with pedestrian and cyclist detection, blind spot and rear cross traffic, traffic sign recognition, and a 3D surround camera that doubles as trail cams. Add the clear sight mirror and you're set for downtown and dirt. Here's where the Baby Defender likely lands in the US. Country pricing will vary. S MHEV AWD $49,995. Closest rivals: Jeep Wrangler 2-door, more hardcore, less refined; Ford Bronco 2-door, tons of character, thirstier; Toyota 4Runner, bigger and old school but bulletproof; and many Countrymen all-4, urban adventure vibe without real low-range hardware. The Baby Defender answers, what if you want real tools with premium fit and finish in a garage-friendly size? Go MHEV if you road trip often and want simple, long-range consistency. Choose PHEV for short daily commutes and home charging. EV mode is quiet, quick, and cheap to run. For tires, a mild all-terrain on 18s or 19s balances for both worlds of driving. You live in the city Monday to Friday, but your weekends are gravel, fire roads, and the occasional muddy campsite. You want the Defender look and credibility without the full-size penalty. You also want a cabin that feels expensive and a camera system that makes tight trails easy. That's you. This is your shortlist. The 2026 Land Rover Baby Defender feels like the hero of right-sizing. Authentic stance, modern capability, and a cabin that can take a beating but still looks boutique. If Land Rover nails reliability and pricing stays near these estimates, this could be the sweet spot Defender for most buyers. Which would you buy, MHEV or PHEV? Drop your take below. If you want our full trail test the second production units arrive, subscribe and ring the bell. This is Car Review Today. See you on the next adventure.